Hello, 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 my Brash and Sassy llama loving friends. I am back to talk more about manifesting in this holiday season. Yes, I am filming these videos back to back, but I have reversed my hat because this was getting heavy on this side, so now we got it on that side. Okay. This was all part of my former drag attire, and this hat has actually sat on the head of one of my Halloween decorations for the last 6 years. I have this little 2-3 foot tall ghosty skeleton guy that's animated. You walk up to it and it says some phrases, and he's really cute and I love him. And after I got him the first year, I was like, but I don't want him to go away. So I put a Santa hat on him, and this hat sat on his head ever since. Anyway, all right. So, of course, once again, I am Samantha. You are watching Brash and Sassy, Mindfulness and Healing with me, Samantha. How are you? I hope everybody is doing well and nobody has too bad of the seasonal holiday depression blues going on. Thankfully I am medicated, so it's pretty in check. But I've also had a pretty spectacular last few months. My late summer into now has been pretty spiffy. But to be fair, it was spiffy before that. Okay. It was spiffy before that, now it's just spiffy in a different way. In multiple different ways, actually. But, alright, so we are talking about manifesting today. In the last video, I believe I talked about everyone is you pushed out, meaning that people in your world are the way they are because of you. You perceive them to be a bitch, and they are a bitch. You perceive them to be freaking amazing, and they are freaking amazing. It's really as easy as that. It's manifesting. There's a lot of shit about manifesting on the internet, and it gets crazy. I have been, when I started looking into this, I was just like, what the fuck? And all these videos I'm watching are about these weird ass techniques that are some combination of schizophrenic and witchcraft, blessing water, whatever. I do water shit with my witchcraft, cool, whatever. Writing whatever and burning it, that's, a witchy thing, a witch ritual thing. Okay. But some of it just, I'm not too down with the water shit that I do is I sit water out in the moon. I'm not going to sit here and, have this water. Oh, and see, it's silly because some of that shit, I do similar shit in witchcraft. You do similar shit with witchcraft rituals and spells. But I don't know. It's just weird in the, how they do some of it. Manifesting when they're not witches, but it's way weirder than witchcraft. I don't know, it's odd. So I'm I got kind of over it, and then I discovered law of assumption. Yay! Law of assumption. Assume something is the truth, and eventually it will be. Persist in that thought. Mental diet is a big phrase in the manifesting realm. Mental diet, living in the end, kind of goes together. Mental diet is basically saying, okay, you want to be positive. You're basically talking yourself into believing these things. You're talking more so your subconscious into believing these things. You're telling your subconscious, if you on the outside right now feel like you're just dirt broke and you're never going to have any money. But you want money. Sitting here saying, I'm a millionaire is probably not going to be that believable to you. But what you need to do is more so than saying, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. You want to not talk about yourself like you're broke, you've always been broke, you're always going to be broke. I'm never going to have any money. I'm never going to amount to anything. I'm never going to be able to afford this. I'm never going to be able to afford anything good. Like, I'm never going to be able to do this. I'm never going to be able to go on this trip. I'm never going to be able to afford this house or this car or, this land, whatever. Mostly you want to cut that. So you got to kind of meet in the middle. One of the manifesting techniques that's really popular is scripting, and there's 150 different ways to do it, and a lot of people will tell you 55 by 5 or 555, 555 by 5, where you write down the same affirmation 55 times for 5 days in a row, or 555 times for 5 days in a row, and you got me fucked up if you think I'm writing the same fucking thing 500 times in a row. But with that's why those fucking teachers, I don't know if they still do it these days, but teachers back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s and before, and previous to that, the way back in the Stone Ages, sat there and made you write on a chalkboard 200 times. I will not talk in class. I will not throw whatever in class. I will not backtalk. I will not do this. Or write it on a piece of paper over and over and over again. Now it's your fucking homework. That's why teachers do that. But do those kids ever stop doing it? Probably not. Here's why. Because when those kids are writing down, I will not throw paper at the teacher. I will not spitballs at, Kimmy Sue in front of me. I will not backtalk in class. I will not, shout, scream in the classroom, whatever. They still did those things because while they're writing that shit, it's not something that they give a fuck about. They're not being like, oh, and by the 50th time they're writing it, well, goddamn, man, I really am never going to scream in class. Said no kid ever that had to do that. They're doing it because they're made to do it. They were told to do it. They're doing it just automatic, it's just I will not talk in class. I will not talk in class. I will not talk in class. Okay. I did it 100 times. I'm done. So, with scripting, if you're going to sit there with a piece of paper or a journal or whatever and write an affirmation 50 times, which is fine, but you need to feel it. Writing it just because you think you have to isn't going to accomplish anything, but maybe start to give you the beginning signs of carpal tunnel. When I was doing all of this and when I was getting into all this, I'm sitting here I'm not writing this shit 500 times. You got me fucked up. But when it got really, really bad for me at one point, and I was literally suicidal and all of this shit, and it was just really fucking bad, and I got back into therapy and I got back on medication, and there was just, I needed to do more. What I did was I took to scripting. I attempted to script story-wise, and that felt weird to me, oddly enough, because I'm a writer. I like to write. And when I was really, really bad off, a year before this, before I knew anything about the manifesting world, for real, writing is what kept me my sanity. But I wasn't feeling it in the manifesting version of scripting a story. Because one of the ways is affirmations, writing down affirmations over and over again. And one of the ways is to like kind of script a story, just write like you were writing a normal like diary entry or whatever, or you're writing a letter to somebody telling them about your life. Oh my God, like I got married yesterday and it was so beautiful, like all my friends and family and blah, 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 and details and whatever. Or, oh my God, I just got this car that I've been dreaming of, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, I am in this amazing relationship with this person that I, had just been dreaming about, blah, blah, blah. And, details and whatever. You can do it like that. You can do it like more briefly. You can get as detailed as you want. You can do, a few sentences. Like, people manifest physical changes. Bigger or smaller butt, bigger, smaller breasts, smaller waist, bigger waist, weight loss, whatever. Hair growth, clear skin, whatever. Like, I have blah, blah, blah. I am a 36C. That would be mine. That would be mine if I wanted to grow someday. I'm a 36C cup. I am a happy, healthy size 6. I'm a, 36, 25, 34, whatever. I've got, long flowing down to my ass hair. What the fuck ever you want. Like, I'm flawless. My skin is flawless like a filter. Whatever. Anything like that. And then, there's oh God, there's so many freaking channels that I absolutely love. And one thing I want to do before I end this video is give you some of my favorites. But back to like persisting and like the negative versus the positive. Like, it's not so much in the very, like, you can beat it into you, like, however you want to do it. Like, when I was doing this, I'm like, okay, let me, try and like get myself to think of myself as not a horrible, like, disgusting thing, because I obviously have body image issues. I would do 55 by 5, and I would start to do 55 by 5, and I usually didn't make it 5 days. Sometimes I did. But I can handle 55. That doesn't bother me. But when you're doing it, you have to, like, you can't just, like, I'm this, blah, blah, blah. I honestly, I can't even remember what fucking affirmations I used back then. But, like, I had a journal, and it was just, like, I am happy and healthy. There was something about, like, I'm happy and healthy emotionally, mentally, and physically. I am, I'm a master manifester was one. There was something about like, I am gorgeous queen, I don't remember, but I am wanted, cherished, desired, and adored. That was one. I wanted, cherished, desired, and adored. That was one. And chosen may have been in there, or that was a separate one. But like, I would write these things to get, a better self-concept. Because when you're doing this, if you're that gone, like, you need to like really manifest a better self-concept. And that's what worked for me. A million and one things might work for you. That might not work for you because you might hate writing, which is fine. A lot of people use subliminals or like record themselves saying their affirmations and listen to them when they go to sleep. Another thing that I like to do aside from the scripting was I listened to guided meditations that I just, got from YouTube. There's a bajillion guided meditations on like self-concept, self-worth. There's some on, there's a bunch on like manifesting certain things. There's a lot that are like overnight, like manifest while you sleep, or like the ones that had like the binaural beats, and the different it's a whole thing once you dive into it, but the music and stuff, they're different hertz levels, and like they target certain things. There's a bunch that are for chakras, target the chakras, to help open your chakras to get you better, you know, in tune with whichever, you know. It's just like I listened to so many of those. Like when I slept, I listened to them throughout the day. Like there was a point in time where I was listening to them. I went to bed listening to them. I woke up listening to them. I listened to them on my bus ride to work. I listened to them at work in the background. Like it was, I'm like getting this shit like dug into my freaking brain, because like I'll like, it's like songs, man, you know, like you start like knowing, you know, you're memorizing these meditations, and like you're sitting here saying things, and there's a bunch of them that are like affirmation ones. One Neville Goddard technique is Isn't It Wonderful? And I'll just brief that real quick. I'll talk about it again later, but it's kind of a blanket affirmation. Say, isn't it wonderful? If you don't really like that terminology, like, isn't it amazing? This is so great. Whatever, same type of thing, something similar to it that, you know, again, works for you, makes sense to you. Because it's not, none of this is black and white. Like I said, you know, gray. none of this is black and white. Things don't work for everybody, and you got to cater it to yourself. Like, because, you know, if you don't think, you know, drinking a glass of water that I'm gonna drink this water and I'm gonna look like a freaking CoverGirl model, you know, if you don't think, you know, whatever. It's a whole thing. But, you know, it's isn't it wonderful? Like, it's a blanket affirmation. You're just like, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? You can follow it up with something like, isn't it wonderful now that I am happily married to so-and-so? Isn't it wonderful now that I've finally got this gorgeous house in so-and-so city, neighborhood, with so-and-so, you know, for X amount of money? Whatever. Isn't it wonderful now that I have this job that pays me 6 figures, you know? Isn't it wonderful that I've got this, you know, super business, my personal business is booming and I'm making 6 figures, you know, working from home. Whatever it is that you want. Like, isn't it, or just, isn't it wonderful? Maybe if you don't, you just want something better. You can't like really pinpoint something specific, but you want something better. Isn't it wonderful? My life is fucking wonderful. My life is exactly how I want it to be. My life is just wonderful. Smiles. Feel it. Feel it fucking real. Like another manifesting phrase. Feel it real. Which goes with mental diet and living in the end. Like, if you're sitting here, you know, and you take 5-10 minutes and do a meditation, or say your affirmations for 10 minutes, you know, 1 or 2 affirmations, and then go about the rest of your day, like, thinking your life is a piece of shit, that 10 minutes meant nothing. You need to feel it deep in your fucking soul to let it engross your subconscious and push out the negative shit. If those negative thoughts come up, like if you're sitting here going, you know, your affirmations, like, I am wanted, cherished, desired, and adored, and you're saying that for a couple minutes, and then you're like, but every time, like, all these people have always told me, or this, my ex-boyfriend said this, or my ex-girlfriend cheated on me, and blah, 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 blah. Don't dwell on it. Negative thoughts are going to come up. That's fine. Nope. You know those YouTube, or those damn videos, those GIF video things, it's not like Shaq, and there's different ones about like anxiety, depression, anger, stress, whatever. Yeah, nope, sorry, bad fucking thoughts about what your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend called you or said you were, or what that fucking kid when you were 16 told you about yourself, or the kid when you were 8 years old told you were ugly. Fuck all that shit. Fuck all that shit. We're in the here and we're in the now. The past does not matter. The future does not matter. We are right here, right now. We are building the future now. 5 minutes ago doesn't even exist anymore. We are building. All right. Now that I'm at like 20 minutes, I'm going to give you my favorite YouTube pages for manifesting. When I first started with this, one of the very first channels that I watched, 2 of them, were Manifest Fast with Jasmine and Veronica Isles. Veronica she's just like this, like, oh, she's so sweet and she's soft-spoken and she's just this cute little thing, and she just talks about all things manifesting, all things law of attraction. Good times. Check her out. Her YouTube channel is like, she's an OG. Go check her out. Manifest Fast with Jasmine. So, Manifest Fast with Jasmine page probably has a decent known. It tends to be a love-hate thing. From what I understand, there's a bunch of stuff on Reddit about others too. So when I first started watching Manifest Fast with Jasmine, I was watching it, and it was one of the ones that I was like, this is ridiculous. All of these crazy ass techniques are just too fucking much. This is not for me. So I stopped watching her. And I discovered Sammy Ingram. I want all you bitches to go look up Sammy Ingram Mermaid Gang right the fuck now if you are serious about manifesting. Love that girl. Her page is fun. She is... Notice how I was like, Veronica Isles is so cute and sweet, and she's soft-spoken, and she's very polite. Check her page out too. I love her too. Sammy is in your face, no holds bar, will tell you about yourself while getting your shit together, while helping you get your shit together. She has, Veronica has courses and all kinds of stuff that you can buy too. She does personal one-on-one coaching as well. I don't know what her prices are like anymore. Sammy coaches. She has a team of coaches that she works with, that she's hired. I'm not really sure what any of their prices are anymore too. I know she's got a website now, and they've been offering some semblance of courses and stuff. I don't follow them all too religiously anymore, but Sammy is the one that I still watch. Her and a couple other ones. Through Sammy, I discovered Shelly Bullard, who's kind of like Veronica, for just this adorable, soft-spoken, sweet little thing. I like Shelly. She's good too. Shelly and Veronica have done some collaboration stuff. And that's Shelly Bullard, Veronica Isles, Sammy Ingram, and Manifest Fast with Jasmine. Eventually, I did get back into Manifest Fast with Jasmine, and I was actually in Jasmine's coaching group for a while. When I dipped away from her for a few months, and then I got a ping that she released, a notification that she had released a new video, and I decided to watch it, and I was like, oh, she's not as annoying as she was before. I don't know if annoying is the right word, but it was all these crazy ass LOA techniques, and I was not about that. And she wasn't doing that anymore. And all of her shit made a lot more sense. And she's much, too, like I said, there's some opinionated people about her. There are also a lot of opinionated people about Sammy. And I don't just like Sammy because we share a name, but didn't hurt, to check her page out. Sammy's got 2 pages, so she's got her manifesting page, Sammy Ingram at Mermaid Gang. And then she has a paranormal one too, where she talks about ghosts, paranormal, creepy stuff. So follow both pages because she's great. But there's people who love or hate Sammy too. A bunch of people who don't like her, a bunch of people who love her. Same with Jasmine. I'm cool with both of them. So yeah, I would, check out Manifest Fast with Jasmine, Sammy Ingram, Shelley Bullard, Veronica Isles, Joseph Ally. I discovered through Sammy's group too. She talked about him before. Also, Create Your Future is another one. I like them. That's all of these people do one-on-one coaching. They all have courses of some sort. Sammy's got her team of coaches. Veronica, Joseph, and Shelley are just solo. And they have courses and stuff through their websites, which can all be found on their YouTube channel. Create Your Future is a team of coaches. It's run by, her name is Amanda, and she has a crap ton of coaches. I don't think she does coaching herself anymore, but she has a crap ton of coaches under her. I like them. And the other one that I want to recommend is not just manifesting. He is a spiritual journey guru, a yogi. That is Master Sri Arkashna. Master. SriArkashna, I think. I love his channel. If I can't spell his name, don't hate. But I love him. I have, every time he releases a meditation, it's fucking mine. His are the ones that I listen to most often. Jasmine has a bunch of meditations too. She has a bunch of meditations about self-love, self-concept. That was a lot of what I played when I slept and throughout the day. If I was meditating to legit sit down and meditate, it's Master Shree's. I adore him. He's got an app. He works with a handful of other YouTubers too. And there's I Am Creator is the name of the app. It's a whole community. It's like another social media community ish. It's very cool. I really like him. He's amazing, freaking amazing. If you are on any type of spiritual journey, I abso-fucking-lutely 150 million %. If you have not checked out his channel, if you have not seen anything of him, do it. It's life-changing. So those are my top YouTube channels. There's a few other ones that I either just recently got into or discovered. Some of them, Tina Reads You, I think, something like that. There's a Lucy. I discovered both of them through Master Shree. They both involved in his I Am Creator app. Gem Goddess is one. She does a lot of tarot and manifesting stuff. Master Shree's worked with her too. So anyway, check out all of those. They are fucking amazing. There's a bajillion other ones, and there's other ones that I've watched here and there, but those are my top ones that I watched when I was learning, and I still watch every now and then, just if I see that they released a video, just because I do like them, and they're all amazing. A lot of the manifesting stuff gets repetitive. We've been doing it for a long time, so a lot of I don't watch a bunch of them anymore because it's talking about the same thing over and over and over again. How many times can you make a video about how to get a text from a specific person? But these people that have been around a long time and have 4 or 5 years of videos under their belt, they got a lot of fucking videos, and they're just posting, let's talk about this because now I'm, got new viewers, and they're not going to want to necessarily swift through 300 videos, so it's a thing, but it's all good because regardless, they are all amazing people and they know what they're talking about and they're fantastic. So with that, I'm going to leave you, and I will be back again at some other point in time with another video, and it won't be months and months away. I promise. All right, so talk to you soon. Namaste, my llama loving bitches. Bye.
I am Brash. I am